a Gorka 3 suit in Pencott Metropolis. Let's talk about it at the table. All right, guys. A company called Perunika. They sent this Gorka suit. They make this Gorka suit. It is made in Slovenia. So when they sent it, they had, asked to have it reviewed and stuff. And I was like, sure, I love Gorka suits, you know me. And so they sent it, and I got it within 3 days after they sent it. That's very fast shipping. Very cool, very cool. This is in the Pencott Metropolis, and I've never had any Pencott before. Of course, this is a pattern that is more for urban, and maybe even like that type of stuff, that very dead, brown, dead, material, and maybe even rocks and things like that. So in some mountainous areas, maybe probably even a little bit of snow, maybe. But like this time of year, we'll take this out definitely when it gets, because we're going to wear this several times also. But right now, like a lot of the greens and stuff, it's not going to mix that well and things like that. Me personally, the Badlands is the Pencott that would work here more effectively than anything else in any other Pencott patterns they got. We just, the green zone would work pretty good right now too, with a lot of the green that's here. But, most of the year and generally most of the time, the Badlands would work the best. And this, we just had a lot of rain this year, but the green zone would work right now really good. But anyway, but this is the Metropolis. This is more of an urban pattern, things like that. And it's the Gorka 3 cut. They have a Gorka 4 as well. And the Gorka 4 is the pullover anorak top. This is the Gorka 3. It's got the buttons, which I kind of like because, in the wintertime, this is a little bit slightly big. That way I can wear a layer underneath it, things like that. And if I get too hot, I can just open it up without having to pull the whole thing off. And so I like the 3 better. Now, this is not like the traditional Gorka suit. This is not, it's designed like it. It's sewn and built like it, but it's not the same materials. Gorkas that are normally, they're kind of a lightweight, kind of a canvas material. Very heavy duty, things like that. This is 50-50 Nico, so it's more of a uniform material, which is fine. This is fine, and it states that on there. But it's designed and sewn like a Gorka suit. It's got the hood, it's got the whole thing. We're going to go over the details in a second. But it's also NIR. It's got night vision coatings on it that keep it from being detected in night vision. So I don't have a way to test that out, but that's what they say in their ad, which I will put a link to them on there. And this is very cool of them to send this, and a very cool pattern. I like Pencott stuff. I just never had any, and I do like the Gorkas. So, but yeah, let's take it to the table, get out of this. It's 103 degrees. I'm burning up right now, which is kind of good that it's not the canvas, because it'd be even hotter. But let's go check it out. All right, with just a quick look here. Like I said, this is designed as a Gorka, and it's 50-50 Nico, and it's NIR treated. And so, but it's, being Nico, it's not the same material as a Gorka suit, like the canvas and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit lighter weight. Things. More, uniform material and stuff, which is fine. And this is a very nice Gorka. They did really well on it. The sewing, the stitching, and everything looks really good. And it's in Pencott Metropolis. Maybe eventually they'll offer different patterns, of Metropolis, of Pencott, and just different stuff. But very cool though. So it's got the 2 pockets right here, 2 side pockets, and being that it's like a Gorka, It's got elastic right here around your arm to keep it from riding up, and around your wrist. It's got the pockets on the side too, just a little Velcro pocket, and some Velcro right here, also on the side for things like that. It is got the traditional Gorka hood, and it's got the little visor. You know, you can tuck that in if you wanted to, and things like that. It's buttoned up all the way. It's got 3 buttons, or 2 buttons right there. And this one is the Gorka 3 style. So it's got buttons, and they have the little wind flap right there too, so, which is cool. So that's like a Gorka as well. So it just kind of keeps the wind out and seals it down, keeps your buttons protected and things like that. Back here on the hood though, you've got your pull tabs and your, to tighten it down and cinch it down around your neck and your head and things like that. This thing is big enough that you can wear a helmet underneath. You know, I was wearing it with the boonie. Same on this side. It's also got the cinch it down right here around your waist, keep the wind out, keep it around your body. It's got some elastic built in right here. Keep it around your body, keep it tight around there. There's nothing on the back, nothing, you know, just kind of material and things like that. And yeah, you definitely see that this is original Pencott as well. So yeah, not an imitation Pencott. Oh, also back here on the back of the hood, you got that where you can cinch it down and tighten it back down around, back behind your head. You know, keeps your hood popped up, without falling down in your face and things like that. Very nice, very nice. And the pants are Gorka style. They say they're ACU, they're kind of an ACU cut, but they are a Gorka style cut as well. Not exactly, they don't have the spot for the suspenders that has the little loops on the side, but they're not, you know, they say they're ACU cuts, so I didn't expect to see that. It's got Velcro right here. It's also got button up flap right here. It's got elastic around the waist, both sides, all the way around to the back, and very wide belt loops. I'd say those are 3-inch, man. You know, because I put my belt on underneath it and it's just a 1.5 inch, and that thing was sliding through and trying to fall out. But yeah, so it's got wide enough for a wide belt. So that's very cool, very cool. And on the back of the leg, it's got, like a Gorka suit does, it has some elastic right here. It has some elastic, there's no elastic down the bottom, but it does have pull tabs and stuff, so you can cinch it down and everything around your ankle and things like that. So that's very cool, very cool. And that's pretty much it, except, well, there's the pocket on the side. There's a big pocket on both sides, has that. And it's actually got, let's see if I can get this out here. It's actually got some elastic in there to, like, if you want to like hold something down, maybe you got a flashlight or some mags that you want to put in there and kind of keep them flat so they're not flapping around. That right there, that is pretty cool. So I didn't even know that was in there. So you got 2 sets of those in there that are like right here and right here, so you can, you know, put something in there, hold something in, whatever it is, your med kit, magazines, anything like that, and then they'll stay in there and stay firm, not rattle around so much, and then, you know, they're right there when you need it. Very cool. So both pockets are the same. They have that elastic in here as well. Cool. That is very cool. That's a cool feature. Let's see, there's back pockets. 2 back pockets back here, Velcroed. Empty regular pockets. Very nice, very nice. There's no lower pocket down below, like a lot of times, you know, you see on the pants, which is good. You never really use those anyway, hardly ever. But yes, very cool suit. and definitely something to use. And I'll be doing further testing of this. I try to do a little bit of camouflage effectiveness, and it's just not the right season and pattern for this right now. I mean, I think this will work really good, you know, in urban areas, of course, but you know, if you wear something like this amongst the rubble of the apocalypse, it'll blend in really well, you know. And I think also amongst like serious, like dark and winter deadfall and dark areas, and even some snow, because this has kind of got a, you know, it's got a little bit of lighter pattern in it, and with amongst some rocks, dark colored rocks and things like that. I think this, you know, out in the mountainous area, maybe some of those rocks down at the property where I patrol in the creek line, those big sandstones and things like that, that's got some moss on it, might blend in real good with that. We will test that. But this, guys, this is from a place called Perunika. Not sure how to pronounce it. Like I said, they're in Slovenia, and very cool of them to send this. And they actually have a lot of cool stuff on their site. I'll put a link down to them below. And thanks to those guys for sending this, because this is badass. I actually like this. I knew it wasn't going to be the canvas type of Gorka, you know. There's reinforcements and things like that I'm not mentioning. I'm seeing here that I'm not mentioning on the, you know, the review of it. But there's reinforcements sewn into it and things like that on the seat and everything too. But, you know, 50/50 Nyko is the stuff that most of us use here for our camouflage, you know, like our, our multicams and our ATACs and whatever stuff it is. Most of it's made 50/50 Nyko, and that's what this is. So it's very similar in, you know, style and material. Well, it's the same material as that. So it's breathable and it's lightweight and things like that. And I got this in an extra large, and this in a medium, I believe is the size of the pant, because I wear a medium long and a little bit larger for my shoulders and things like that on my tops. So I got this in an extra large, but I got it that way because I wanted it to be a little bit large as a Gorka, because I can put a, you know, in the wintertime I can put a liner in there and it'll keep me, you know, keep me warm and things like that. And you can, this is even big enough, got enough room like a regular pair of pants that you can put a liner in, you know, if you wear a liner for your pants or something like that. So anyways, that's it, guys. I will put a link down to them below. Very cool place, very cool. And we will do further evaluation on this stuff when it gets cooler and stuff too, because I want to see how well it's going to blend in with some of the vegetation and things like that when it gets into late fall and winter time as well. So, because I think it'll do pretty good out in the field with that stuff, even though it's a metropolis pattern, urban pattern. But same way with the you know, the regular UCP hated Army, U.S. Army stuff that we have. It actually does pretty good in the winter time as itself. So anyway, that's it. Keep it heavy.